Now, we visited the past, the present, the future awaits. But before we continue the celebration at the foyer, let's invite our host of today to the stage for closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and CEO of NIB, André Kuzvik.
Honourable Minister, member country representatives, business partners, borrowers, and of course the NIB colleagues. It's a great honour to stand in front of you this evening as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Nordic Investment Bank. That's half a century of shared ambition, shared values, and also shared success. Tonight we honour the institution that was born from a simple but very powerful idea, that the Nordic countries are stronger together. You heard Byron, the author of our history book, stating that it took 25 years to get NIB going, so we could be celebrating the 75th anniversary today. But hey, 50 is not bad. Back in 1975, the world was in a difficult place. We had energy, high prices for energy and price volatility. We had inflation, and we had worries about the big neighbor in the east. 50 years have passed. Much has changed, but certain things, as you can see today, have not. 50 years ago, the visionary leaders of the Nordics chose to cement the cooperation over tackling these challenges together. They chose the long-term impact over the short-term worries. And that choice has shaped decades of growth, stability, and innovation in our region. The NIB has been an integral part of that for the past 50 years. For the past 20 years, the NIB has also been part of the joint Nordic-Baltic unity. By backing the ideas and the investments of our clients, we have built bridges, sometimes literally, between our economies, our institutions, and most importantly, our people. If it were up to me to redraw the map of the Nordic-Baltic region again, I wouldn't even draw borders. I would draw what unites us: the seas, the rivers, the nature, the bridges, the tunnels, the electricity grids, both on land and below the water. The Nordics have been successful, so you can look at many different rankings, be it for freedom, be it for innovation, be it for pretty much anything that constitutes, on aggregate, the Nordic values. And this success has been noticed in other parts of the world. Since one of the US, or two of the US presidents have been slightly devalued here on the stage, I will pick the one in between. President Joe Biden, back in 2023, said, I quote, "If we left the important decisions to the Nordics, we would all be in a good shape." Wise man. Over these 50 years, the NIB has become much more than just another bank. It has become a trusted partner, a catalyst for sustainable development, and the symbol of the values that define our region: transparency, responsibility, resilience, combining their forward-looking innovation with remarkable stability and financial standing. That also goes for the bank itself. We have AAA rating by both of the two leading rating agencies, and it is that is helping us to make it easy for the investors around the globe to trust their money into our hands to be invested mostly in the Nordic-Baltic region. So we import around 7 to 8 billion euros equivalent every year to our own region. The NIB is a bank, but we are a mandate-driven bank. We have always tried to offer more than money. Our long-term financing delivers additionality, as you heard Henrik saying. i.e. the value that through raising ambitions of our clients and by us providing advice to meet these high ambitions is offering more than just the long-term financing, which of course is the spine of our additionality. We are here for you both in the rainy days, but also in the sunny days, and the other way around. As we celebrate the bank, we acknowledge the true engine of its success, and that's our clients. So I would like to thank the companies, the municipalities, the universities, the energy developers, transport innovators, countless others that have trusted NIB with your own ambitions. You are the reason why we exist. Your projects have shaped the infrastructure, competitiveness, and the environmental leadership of the Nordic Baltic region in the whole world. Every wind farm we build, every innovation that improves resource efficiency, every modernized transport corridor, every step towards a more sustainable future, these achievements belong to you, our clients. Your willingness to pursue good ideas, your willingness to invest in green transformation and to drive long-term value has allowed NIB to fulfill its mandate and purpose. We heard sometimes our continent is too slow. It took Europe, the Draghi report, to figure out that productivity matters. But productivity has always been one of the two key mandate elements along the environment to the NIB. We also owe thanks to the people at NIB, both past and present. There are tens of you in this room, and there are hundreds in our headquarters in Helsinki, and there are a few in our most recent addition, the Baltic hub in Riga. Banking is thought to be a money business. That's way too simplified, sometimes even wrong. Banking is people's business. It's a knowledge business. It's not just taking someone else's money and lending it away. It's selecting what projects make sense and what are the projects that perhaps shouldn't get financing. Now to the future. Today, we are facing new challenges. So the climate transition is still there. The geopolitical uncertainty has been added to the mix in the past few years. The technological disruption that is happening requires more from all of us. Yet the foundations that carried us through the last 5 decades remain just as strong. Our unity is not accidental, it's a deliberate choice. Our collaboration is not symbolic, but it's strategic. And our shared commitment to sustainable prosperity is what will guide us also through the next 50 years. I love the last panel. I share some of the worries that Esa brought up. I share the impatience and the need to increase ambitions that Lene brought up. And finally, I share Stefan's idea to involve NIB in it to get it done. Let me now quote a leader from the EU. Ursula von der Leyen has said as recently as in October this year, I think of the Nordic countries as the Polaris, the North Star of Europe, because you often lead the way, because we often are the ones looking up to you, showing the way. She specifically referred to our readiness in the Nordic Baltic region, our preparedness also for the resilience and defense. She was talking about the shelters in Helsinki and the Cadet Academy in Copenhagen. It is for these reasons, and again, Europe perhaps woke up to it a little bit later than we did. In spring last year, 2024, we brought the leaders of our member countries together, physically into the same room in Tallinn. Johanna Lübeck-Lilja was there, as was Michael Dittmer, the long-serving leader of the Ministry of Economic Affairs in Denmark. We discussed what really matters. What are the valuable things in productivity and protecting the environment that we are creating? And what does it really matter if there is somebody else that either comes and takes it away or destroys it? We see the pictures, what's happening in Ukraine. The smoke coming out of the burning houses is not a good prospect. So it is for these reasons that we came and lifted the mandate of the NIB to also include building resilience, building security, taking care of the defense. And we have furthered it this year, making it possible for NIB to also finance weapons and ammunition. And we hope that these weapons and arms that we will finance will not be used. But perhaps these are the arms that keep the war away. As the Minister Adlercreutz correctly said, the security and sustainability are very deeply connected. So as we mark this anniversary, let us not only celebrate the past. Let us also reaffirm the values that make the Nordic-Baltic region a global example for stability, cooperation and innovation. It is now the time to be decisive and brave. And I can assure you that those of us at the NIB are going to do just that. Let us continue building a future where the bank and its clients, the people in our region, can work hand in hand to create lasting positive impact for growth, sustainability and resilience. So thanks to everyone who has been part of the NIB journey, its founding fathers, leaders of the member countries, the clients, the staff that works very hard, sometimes 365 days a year. So let me make a wish. We are your bank. Push us for a greater ambition, support us, and the bank will deliver to the clients, and the clients will take care of the economies, the sustainability, the productivity, to keep the Nordic-Baltic region at the top of the innovation globally. And finally, of course, the security. Congratulations to all of you for being part of this story, and enjoy the celebrations. Thank you very much.
That was a very, very strong speech. And I was just wondering, you have the responsibility of leading NIB into the future. And as we saw today, that's a strong legacy. How do you feel about the challenges ahead and the responsibility on your shoulders right now?
I wouldn't like to be here if there wouldn't be a challenge. And I thank again the board and the capitals that have given me the chance to lead the bank for another 4 years. It's not up to me only to deliver. I'm the first among the equals, and everybody making a contribution at whatever level, doing their job well day after day, will deliver.
What will be your expectation for this anniversary year?
It's not the end station here. It's just one of these moments when it's worth to reflect back, think what we have done well, where can we improve. Marriage has been mentioned here a few times.
Keep the good marriage going.
Keep the good marriage going. A marriage between 8 is perhaps, something that still takes a little bit of coordination. Occasionally we tumble, but we get up again, and it's the values, it's the ultimate long-term joint goal that we have in mind, and that takes us through these, maybe the short-term challenges that we face every day.
Thank you so much, and thank you to our host of today. Thank you, Andre.
Thank you.
What an amazing celebration it has been, and it's not over yet. Thank you to our panelists, to our speakers of today. We started out with saying I do, at least that's what we did in 1975. So keep saying I do, and with the words of ABBA, please join us in the foyer for more celebration. Thank you so much for today.